Okay, good morning. Welcome to Strength and Balance. This morning we are going to start up on our feet. We are going to start up on our feet and then we will use some weights up on our feet, then move down to the floor, do some weights on the floor. Then we're coming back up to our feet. So we're kind of coming down and up. So just be mindful about taking your time coming down and up off the floor, listening to your body. No need to rush. Then we'll end up on the floor. So let me turn the music on and we can start. So we're gonna, like I said, start up on your feet. Start with those big arm circle shoulder rolls, right and left, big circles. One more each side. Then let's hold it on the right. So big circles, 8 on the right. And 8 on the left. And just the shoulder, big shoulder rolls. Wake up those shoulders, think up, around, and down. One more. Arms out to the side, palms facing the floor, small circles in one direction. And the opposite direction. And release. Alternate those arms overhead, so we will shift our weight over to the left, right arm comes overhead, and then shift the weight to the right, left arm comes overhead. Alternate here, left and right overhead at your own pace. One more each side. Then let's twist and take it across. So we'll pivot on that back toe, reach across the body, and then the other side. One more each side, then we'll go all the way around. So 2 overhead and 2 across. 2 overhead and 2 across. One more time all the way around. And a little hinge in the waist, butt kicks. Drive the heels to the butt. When you have this, you can drive the elbows back. Last one, now knees to the front. Abdomen is tight, hands up, alternate driving a knee up to those hands. Keep your core tight. Try to control that knee up and control it back down. One more each side. And heel and toe. So we'll balance here on that left foot. Soft, natural bend in that left knee. Right heel forward, left toes back. Heel forward, toes back. And release. Same thing on the opposite side. Balance on the right, soft bend in the knee, heel and toe on the left. And release. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Now let's bring those arms up, make a 90-degree angle in the elbow, palms face forward. Shoulders are down. We're going to bring the elbows in together, keeping that 90-degree angle. Elbows touch, then back out to the side, then straight up and down. That's one. We're going for 10. So keep going. Elbows touch and up. That's 2. 3. 4. That's 5. 6. 7. 8. That's 9. Last one. You can release it down, shake out the arms, 10 calf raises. So we're coming up on the toes and down. That's 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. That's 10. You can release, kick out the legs. We're going to go through those 2 one more time before we grab our weights. So arms are up, elbows bent at 90 degrees. Make sure we don't let the elbows drop. Keep them up. Then elbows in and up. That's 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. That's your last one. You can release, shake the arms out, back to 10 calf raises. Up and down, that's 1. 2. I don't know if you can hear my dog barking. That's 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. That's 10. So grab your weights. We actually only need one one weight so far. One weight. You can bring both over if you'd like. We are going to practice our balance with our weights. So I'm going to give you two options. Let's keep that weight in your right hand. We are going for 10 hammer curls. So two options with our stance. Option one is a little bit easier. You're going to just take that right leg back and have that split stance. So you're just taking one leg back and holding that split stance as we hammer curl. That's a little bit easier. A little bit harder, we're going to balance here on your left leg while we curl the weight in your right arm. So we will lift that right leg as we curl up and down. So we will do 10 on the right, 10 on the left, 10 on the right, 10 on the left. So we will switch legs as well. So if you want to start with that split stance, you can, and then make it more challenging, or vice versa, start a little bit more challenging and then come back down. Just make sure we really focus on the form of the curl. You don't want to be too wobbly. So if you're finding you're too wobbly, we want to regress that move just a little bit. So let's curl 10 on the right. I'm going to lift my right leg. Abdomen is tight, shoulders down and back. Let's curl. So up and down, that's 1. 2. Take your time. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. You can release, then switch arms and switch legs. So if you're stepping your leg back now, we'll step the left leg back. If you're balancing on the right, we'll lift that left knee. And 10 on the left. Let's work. 1. 2. Keep your core tight. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. Good. Release. One more time through right away. So we're going back to the right arm. Balance on the left or step that right leg back. And let's begin. Up and down, that's 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. You can release last time on the right and up and down. That's 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. You can release, shake it on out. So now we are going to do the same thing with a shoulder press. So same balance, we are bringing that arm overhead. Again, if the balance gets to be too much, since we already did it with the curls, you can always go into that split stance, stepping your foot back. You can always do less repetitions with these presses, but we are going to shoot for 8 per side. So that weight is in your right hand. We are going to balance on the left. Right knee is up, that weight is up, and let's press up and down. That's 1. Palm is in. 2, keep your core tight. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. You can release. Same thing on the opposite side. So balance here on the right. Left knee's up, press up and down. That's 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Release, kick out the legs, shake out the arms. One more time through with that shoulder press. Then we will make our way down to the floor. Do a couple of the balancing moves on the floor, then we'll come back on up. So balance on the left, 10 shoulder presses on the right. Last set, let's begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Release. Same thing on the opposite side. Balance on the right. 10 shoulder presses. Let's begin. Up and down is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's number 10. You can release, shake it out, come on down to the floor. If you need to, you can grab some water first. Always remember that our heart rate is down before we come down to the floor. I'm going to grab some water. You only need one weight when you come back down, or when you come down. So take your time, come down on the floor. I'm going to describe what we're going to do first. So we're going to start with your shoulder press, chest presses. So that traditional elbows out at 45 degrees as we press up and back down. We want to make sure that you have a nice straight line from your shoulder, elbow, wrist. We are going to do 10 per side, but to balance, I'm going to show you. So we're going to come down. I'm going to start with the weight in my left hand so you can see. So 2 options. Option 1, you are on your back. You will take that left ankle, cross it over right knee. Hips will stay square, abdomen is tight, and you can hold here so you're a little bit more unstable. Or you can lift your hips up into that single leg bridge as we press. Either one is fine, so either butt down on the floor or hips up nice and high. So either one, we are on one leg, and that left knee will be out to the left. So weight is in the left arm, left knee out to the left. So we'll do 10 per side. So let's start. Cross the left ankle over right knee. Shoulders down, abdomen is tight, pelvic tilt. When you are ready, if you are going to lift your hips up, you can lift the hips up now and then press up and down. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's number 10. You can release your hips down, uncross. Same thing on the opposite side. So now that right ankle is on top of left knee. When you are ready, you can lift your hips up nice and high or keep them down, and 10 chest presses on the right. Up and down, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Release on down. One more time through. So the weight is back in the left arm. Cross the left ankle over right knee. Lift your hips up nice and high and press up and down. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Release down. Last time on the right. Cross the right ankle over left knee. Hips are up, and let's begin. Up and down. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. You can release on down. Here, let's just pull the knees into the chest. Rock the knees side to side. Relax here for a second. Now we are going to do the same thing with your single arm skull crusher. I want you to start off with your hips down on the floor. For this first set, I'd like you to start with your hips down on the floor because it's very hard to stabilize when you're doing a single arm skull crusher. So I'd like you to, everybody to start, excuse me, with their hips down on the floor. Then that left arm comes up nice and long. Your left knee is still out to the side and that left ankle is still over that right knee. Then control that left arm as you bring the weight down. Elbow is pointed up towards the ceiling and then extend back on up. That's 1. We're going for 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Control that weight down slow. 8, 9. That's 10. And release, same thing. Keep the hips down, uncross the legs, and then cross the right ankle over your left knee. Right arm is up, long. Bend at the elbow. That weight comes down next to that right shoulder now. Elbows pointed up towards the ceiling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. You can release and uncross. So now we are going to go through one more time. If that felt easy and you want to challenge yourself by balancing, then please do so. But remember, the skull crusher is called the skull crusher because the weight comes close to your head. So I do not want anybody to hit themselves in the head. So please, please, please be careful. Hips come up if you choose to do so, or keep them down, depending on how stable you are. Arms are up, then down and up. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Release on down. Same thing on the opposite side. So you can uncross, then cross the right ankle over left knee. Hips are up or keep them down. Last set of 10. Let's begin. Down and up. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. You can release down. Pull both knees in towards your chest, hug your knees in, rock side to side. Take your time. We are going to come all the way back up to standing. We are done with the weights for today. So you can place the weights away. Take your time when you come up to your feet. Grab some water. We are going to grab a chair. Make sure you grab some water. When you stand up, you can shake those arms out. We are going to go right into 10 sit to stands when you are ready. So we have done these before. We should know we want to sit at the edge of the seat. Feet come out a little wider than the hips. Abdomen is tight. Then we stand up, then hips away, come back down, control the sit as we come down. When we come down, we don't want to lean back. We want to keep that core braced and stay in that same position that we stand up and sit down the whole time. We are going for 10, so let's begin. So up and down, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That is number 10. Stand on up. We are going to come over and use the chair to balance. So I'm going to turn this way so you can see. So we are going to hold on to the chair with our left hand, stabilize on that left foot, a soft natural bend in that left knee. We are taking our right leg and kicking it out to the right. So we're hitting the hip. So what we want to do is we want to flex that foot, pull the toes towards the shins, and press up through the heel slightly. So the toes are going to be faced up towards the shin and turn back, and the heel will be up slightly. So we want to feel that in the hip. We will do 10 on this side and then 10 on the opposite side. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's number 10. Same thing on the opposite side. So stabilize on that right foot, soft natural bend in the right knee. Flex your left foot, so toes towards the shins. Press the heel up towards the ceiling, and let's begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. You can release, kick out those legs one more time through. So back to 10 sit to stands first. This is our last time with sit to stands today. So if you'd like to challenge yourself, go nice and slow, really slow. 10 more sit to stand. Sit at the edge of the seat. Abdomen is tight, shoulders down and back, chest is up. Stand up and down. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Last one. That's 10. We're going to stand back up, back to those lateral leg lifts, 10 per side. Again, we hold on to get more range of motion, so try not to balance here unless your range of motion is not jeopardized. So we are going to stabilize on that left leg, flex the right foot, lift up and down. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Last one. Now the opposite side. So we'll come over, stabilize on the right foot, a soft natural bend in that right knee. Flex the left foot and lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. You can release, kick out the legs. We're going to come down back to the floor. So on your back, we'll start on the back. We are done with the chair. Make sure your heart rates are down before we come down. Grab some water and we will end on the floor. So on your back, we will get back into that bridge. This time with both feet flat on the floor. Abdomen is tight. When you are on the floor, we are going to let our body sink into the floor. Press through both heels evenly, pelvic tilt, abdomen is tight. Take a couple deep breaths in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. And just let your body sink down into the floor. When you are ready, we are going to hold that pelvic tilt and lift our hips up nice and high into that bridge. We're going to squeeze at the top and then slowly lower back on down for 10. So let's begin. So up, squeeze, and down. That's 1. Keep going. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. Last one. That's 10. You can release, pull both knees in towards your chest, hug them in and rock side to side. Then I'd like you to roll over to your left side for your clamshells, please. On the left, bend both knees. And we will lift that right knee up and down for 10. So make sure that the hips stay square. We don't want to rock back. Core is tight as we come up and down. That's 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. That's 10. You can release. Same thing on the opposite side. 10 on the right. So roll over when you are ready. Knees are bent. Abdomen is tight. And we will lift that left knee up now for 10. So lift the left knee up and down. That's 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. You can release and roll onto your stomach. Onto your stomach, we will get right into 10 Supermen. So you can lift both arms and both legs up, or opposite, one arm, one leg, but opposites, and then switch to the other side. We are going for 10. Abdomen stays tight and hips remain down on the floor. Let's begin. So lift up and squeeze and down. That's 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. You can release, push back into your child's pose. Hold here for a second, relax the low back. And up into your tabletop position, we will get into 10 dynamic bird dogs per side. So wrist is in line with your shoulder. We want to make sure the hands aren't too far back. We want the same distance apart. The wrist and the knee, that is the shoulder to the hip. Tuck the toes, abdomen is tight, right arm forward, left leg back, hips and shoulders are square. Then let's bring the elbow and knee into center and extend long. That's 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, that's 10. You can release, and we'll get right into 10 on the opposite side. So left arm will be forward, right leg long, flex that right foot, and let's begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. You can release, push back into your child's pose. And I'm going to grab my stopwatch, my timer on my phone, because we have one last exercise. And I bet you can guess it is your plank. I'm going to do a low plank. If you choose to challenge yourself a little bit more because you find that the high plank is a little bit harder, please do whichever one you find is harder, but make sure you can do with proper form. I'll do the low plank. Forearms are parallel. Abdomen is tight. Step 1 foot back, and everybody up and hold. So we are all up, shoulders down and back. Forearms are parallel. Elbows are in line with your shoulder. Hips are square, shoulders are square. Make sure you keep breathing. Elongate the neck, drop the shoulders away from ears. We have 15 more seconds to go. Stay strong, breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Push back into your child's pose and relax. Make sure you don't round the back. We want a flat spine, straight spine. From here, walk your hands over to the left and hold. And to the right and hold. Back to center. Tabletop position, hands and knees. Cat-cow arch. And sway. Try to get as much flexion in the spine that you can. And release on down. Come on down on your stomach. Bring your elbows back next to the chest. Hips stay attached to the floor. Chest comes up as we come up into your cobra. And release on down, roll over to your right side. Make a straight line with your body on the right, then reach for your left ankle, pull the left heel back towards your butt for your quadriceps stretch. Make sure the knee's not up towards the ceiling. We want to bring it down. And if you would like a little bit more of a stretch, roll forward. You can rest your head down on your hand. And you can release. Same thing on the opposite side. And there's a spider on my floor. You can stay on your stomach and reach for the opposite ankle or roll over to your left. Release. Take your time, roll over to your back. Bend your knees. Arms can come out at shoulder height. Drop the knees to the right, head comes to the left, and hold. And opposite side, knees to the left, head to the right, and hold. And back to center. Extend both legs long, both arms long overhead, full body stretch, reach in opposite directions. Get as long and tall as you can go. Then pull the right knee in towards your chest, hug the right knee towards the right shoulder, and circle that right foot in one direction. Same foot, opposite direction. And release. Extend that right foot up towards the ceiling, hamstring stretch on the right. Pull that right leg towards your chest to increase that stretch. And release. Extend that leg long and pull the left knee in towards your chest. Circle that left foot in one direction. Same foot, opposite direction. Release, hamstring stretch on the left, extend that foot up towards the ceiling, pull that leg back towards your chest for the hamstring stretch. And release. Bend both knees. Cross your right ankle over left knee. Let the right knee fall open to the right. Then reach behind your left knee and pull the left knee in towards your chest. And release. Same thing on the opposite side. So uncross. Then take your left ankle on top of right knee. Let the left knee fall open to the left, and then reach behind that right knee, pull the right knee in. You can release, uncross, take your time, make your way all the way up to standing. Take your time coming up to your feet. When you are up, make sure you are stable, both feet flat on the floor with a soft bend in your knee. I'm staring at that spider. I don't know if you can see it in the video. It's down on the curtain. Roll the shoulders back. And bring your arms out at shoulder height. Turn your hands so your palms are up towards the ceiling. Look up, push the thumbs back, open that chest. Now take that right arm, drop that right shoulder, bring the right arm across the body, pull it in with the left. Other side. Release triceps, bring one arm overhead, bend at the elbow, pull the elbow back. Chin is off your chest. Other side. And release. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. 2 more. Last one. Good job, everybody. Happy weekend. Have a good weekend.